Hello everyone, let's go back to linear algebra. Welcome back. Today is test. Get ready. We're just gonna do a practice test, but this is kind of like a actual exam question. I just changed a little bit. So first of all, before I start my test, I'm gonna put name, Weasley, ID. I'm gonna make a fake ID. I don't trust you guys. Just like this. That's how I get ready before the test. If you could have a page just like this, and that would be great. Before I get into it, remember that something like this. Whoopsie. With actually, I'm gonna give it like this. With some type of numbers is one solution, no solution, infinitely many solution. If you know this, you are ready for the exam. Let's just make it up together. If we have x, it is very close to the exam, just so you know, plus 7y equals to 1. And if we have 2x plus b, y equals to a. And we have to put this in. We just wash augmented as an augmented matrix, and we just wash a line and see the infinitely many solution and see what could we do to get it to no solution and stuff. So let's go straight to it without wasting time. We are doing a test. First, we write everything down, remember, respectively, and 7, and this is b, and this is 1a. I know that this might not help you, but here I could already tell what a is and what b is. And the best way to do that on the exam is to realize that this is y and this is the pattern. Pattern is what makes us good at certain things. It's kind of like, so we don't have to do the whole thing again. We can understand pattern. This is a result, this is a result, this is y, this is y, and then we see that it's 7 times 1, which means it's kind of like by a factor of 7. So b is 7 times bigger than a. Does that make sense? I hope so. It better make sense. So I'm going to make b or a, I'm gonna say multiply by 2 to get the exact answer, which means it's 7 times 2 is 14, and then it's 2 times 1 is 2. Like this is b and this is a. Matter of fact, I think you can make it equals to anything, but b, understand that you have to make it just kind of like this. You see how this is 7 times bigger? It's gonna have to be the same thing over there. So this would be 14, and this would be, what did I just say? 2. So now let's work with this matrix. This is gonna be fun. The first thing we usually do is we try to make this equals to 0, but let's have a big mental vision right here. I can make this equals to 0 at any point, even though it's best if you're working with a big matrix to make this equals to 0. But for right now, I want to do this as quick as possible. Hey, I caught myself very quick on this one. Well, I mean, a little quick. Later, I just leave it so you can laugh about it. It's always best to think about canceling the 2, then it doesn't lead you to confusion, because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna cancel it, then it can be faster, and then I didn't realize that the 2 is canceled. But keep watching. Multiply with 1 by 2 minus 4, 2. I think I am either sleepy or something to not realize that 2 times 2 times 1 is 2 minus 2, that's 0, and 2 times 7 is, that's too easy, and it's 171,000. Oh my god, this is gonna be just like this on your exam. If you can do that little step right here, you understand it, you're gonna get this. And then what this tells us? This tells us nothing. This tells us that the graph is something that might be like this, and the second line is like that. I mean, just right on top of it, which means that it tells us nothing, and this has infinitely many solutions. Infinitely mean they already hugging each other. What point am I gonna get? It's kind of like I'm gonna get here, they together. So it doesn't tell me anything. It's infinitely many solution. And if they were to say, let me write right here. I say b is equals to 14 and a is equals to 2. This is cool. So the best way for, they're gonna say, oh, how could you make this be a no solution thing? So for something to be a no solution, that means they are enemies. By that I mean it's something like this. They're both facing each other their direction, they're not friends with each other, they're never gonna hug. And the best way to do this is if a is not equals to 2. If a is not equals to 2, any of the numbers is gonna make this separate. They're never gonna be friends again, never talk, and it's gonna be sad. So if we do that, let's see, if this is not 2, that means that it's parallel. But how could we make this have one solution for this to not equals to 14? And let's check what this was that I'm saying. Also, you can just work it out. See, if this was not a 2 and it was like 1, you would have a number here, and it will be 0, 0, and equals to 0, equals to a number. That will be no solution. Yeah, I'm right too. They ask us a way to make this not have one solution. If they were on the test, if this is not 14, it will have a solution. Let's see, if this was 15, for example, yes. So if this is not 14, it's gonna have a solution, which means having a solution means that the 2 line right here, the graph, at some point here, they meet. That's when they give each other a hug. And if they give each other a hug, let me write it right here. If they give each other a hug, something like this, like that means they're friends. There's a solution. There's always a solution to every problem, and if someone stops by giving a hug, that might mean that they're gonna be friends in the future. So if they don't like each other, they separate, they're never gonna touch each other, that means there's a no solution. And if they're already together on the same line and stuff, that means there's infinitely many solutions. And that's it for exam 1. And if you can figure out this pattern, you'll make the exam finish in literally 2 steps. I was very surprised that it finished in 2 steps, but just do that, because the other questions about the vector one's gonna be easy. I think maybe the very last one, it might be a little challenging. So get this out the way very quick. Just write it like this, and you'll be done with the exam in just a little bit of time. That's it for today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Peace out.